All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are breaking down a blueprint that completely flips the script on the whole traditional career path. We're talking about a method that's designed to get you to $10,000 a month, not in like 10 years, but right now.
Okay, to really get this, let's look at two completely different stories. First up, on the left, you've got Joey. This guy did everything right. Straight A's, top university, the whole 9 yards. And where did it get him? A job paying about $5,500 a month, drowning in stress and debt. Then on the right, we have Kai. Kai got kicked out of school, no fancy degree, but he's pulling in over $15,000 a month. And the best part? Total freedom.
I mean, look at that massive gap. It just makes you wonder, right? What in the world does Kai know that Joey doesn't? How is it possible that the guy with way less formal education is earning 3 times more money? Well, that's the big secret we're going to unpack today.
So first things first, let's really dig into why that conventional path, the exact one Joey followed to a T, just isn't the golden ticket to a high income that it used to be.
Joey's problem isn't that he's lazy or not smart. Not at all, actually. The real issue is that he poured all of his hard work into a system that's, well, it's getting left behind. While he was busy chasing grades, guys like Kai were looking at where the world was actually going and jumping on all the new digital opportunities popping up.
And that right there, that brings us to the absolute core of this new path. You see, the people who are really succeeding on their own terms, people like Kai, they've all taken on this new identity. They've become what's called a digital architect. So what exactly is a digital architect? Well, think of it this way. It's someone who doesn't just, do tasks. They solve real, valuable problems for businesses online. They figure out what they're naturally good at, and they build a service around that strength, a service that delivers a clear, concrete outcome. And honestly, it's the #1 way people are making serious money online right now. Okay, this is a huge mindset shift, so pay attention. The school system, for years, tells you to fix what you're bad at, right? If you're struggling with math, they just make you do more math problems. A digital architect, they do the complete opposite. They find that one thing they're naturally gifted at, and they just double down, pouring all their energy into becoming absolutely world-class at it. We call this talent maxing.
Now check out this chart, because this is kind of wild. It shows something pretty shocking about what the traditional system does to our natural creativity. Get this, a study found that 98% of 5-year-olds, 98%, test at a genius level for something called divergent thinking. That's that huge bar on the left. But then, look what happens by the time we're adults. That number just plummets all the way down to 2%. It's not that our talent vanishes, it literally gets trained out of us.
So the big question is, how do you find your talent? Well, pretty much everyone fits into one of these 4 main types. So have a listen and see which one sounds like you. Are you the organizer, the person who loves bringing structure to chaos? Or maybe you're the analyst, who's amazing at breaking things down and spotting patterns no one else sees. Maybe you're the communicator. You can explain complex stuff simply and get people on board. Or are you the creative, always seeing things differently and connecting the dots? Really think about it, because figuring this out is your foundation. Okay, so once you've got a good idea of your talent type, the next piece of the puzzle is picking the right vehicle. And by vehicle, I mean the digital service that's actually going to drive you to that $10,000 a month goal. Look, not all services are created equal, not even close. For a service to be truly high value, it has to follow what we call the 3 golden rules. It has to do at least one of these things for a business: make them more money, save them a bunch of time, or save them money. Seriously, if your service can hit one of these, you're on the right track. If you can hit 2 or all 3, you've basically struck gold.
All right, so here are 5 of the absolute best online services that nail those golden rules. Take something like brand identity. That helps a business charge more, making it perfect for you creatives and organizers out there. Or what about AI automation? That's all about saving a business time and money, a total slam dunk for analysts and organizers. And then there's something like funnel creation, which is directly about making a business more cash, a great spot for organizers and analysts. Just take a look at this list and see which one of these vehicles feels like it lines up with your natural talent. And here's the most crucial point, so listen up. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis trying to find the absolute perfect service. It doesn't exist. As long as it follows those golden rules and plays to your strengths, any of these can get you to 10 grand a month. The most important thing you can do right now is to just pick one and stick with it. Just commit. Okay, so you've picked your service.
Now you need a way to get really, really good at it, fast. And this is where we introduce a method that, again, totally flips traditional learning upside down. It's called the skill maxing loop.
You know, for most of our lives, we are fed this giant lie. The lie is that you have to learn everything before you can earn. You got to go to school for years, and then you're allowed to make money. The truth? The absolute fastest way to build both your skills and your bank account is to do both at the exact same time.
So here's how it works. It's a 5-step process. Step 1, you define your service. Strip it down to its simplest, most basic form. Step 2, you sell it. Yeah, even if you don't feel ready, you just have to get out there because the real world is the best classroom. Step 3, you deliver. You actually do the work for a paying client. Trust me, the pressure of having real money on the line will make you learn faster than any course ever could. 4, you fix it. You take their feedback, you find the clunky parts of your process, and you make them better. And finally, step 5, you systemize it, building a solid process so you can deliver high-quality results every single time.
And here's why it's a loop. You don't just do this once and you're done. No way. Every single time you complete this cycle, you get better. Your service improves, your confidence grows, your sales pitch gets sharper. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It just keeps getting bigger and faster. This is what compounds your value and pushes you closer and closer to that $10,000 a month goal.
Okay, now we're getting to what might be the most powerful part of this entire blueprint. This is the secret sauce. This is the one shift that allows you to charge 10 times more than the next person, even if you're doing the exact same work. And it's all about how you position your value.
Let's look at brand identity, for example. Your average freelancer says, I design logos. Okay, that's a task. It's a commodity. You're instantly competing on price. But a digital architect? They say, I increase your brand's perceived value so you can charge higher prices. See the difference? All of a sudden, you're not just a cost on a spreadsheet. You're an investment in their bottom line. Okay, another one, AI automation. The freelancer pitches the feature. I can build you an AI chatbot. The digital architect pitches the outcome. I eliminate manual work from your business, saving you time and money every single month. One is selling a piece of tech, the other is solving a massive headache. All right, last example here, funnel creation. The freelancer says, I build landing pages. The digital architect says, I turn the website traffic you already have into paying customers. You see that? You're connecting what you do directly to making them more money. And that is the most valuable thing you can possibly do for a business. So, if you take one thing away from this section, let it be this: change your language. Stop talking about what you do. Start talking about what your work does for them. That one single shift in how you talk about your service is the difference between charging a few $100 and charging a few thousand.
So, what happens after you hit that 10K a month goal? Is that it? Not even close. The next level up is something called brand maxing. This is where you go from being a service provider to building a personal brand that makes you the undeniable go-to authority in your field. And that's when things get really interesting, making it even easier to attract clients and scale way, way beyond.
So let's end where we kind of started, with this one big idea. The biggest lie we're told is that learning has to happen before earning. This whole digital architect blueprint is proof that that's just not true. The most successful people out there today are doing both at the same time, using the real world as their classroom. So the only question left for you is, are you on the right path?